Episode 6 on camera. That's right. This is new. This is
thanks for setting it up, dude.
Dude, we've been talking about this for a while now, and now we're actually able to do
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Since that episode. Well, actually, no, probably before that. But does it look too much like we're in a prison cell with these blackout shades?
I definitely think it looks like we're in an insane asylum. Maybe if we get...
We'll fix it later. This episode's fine. It's a rough draft.
We wanted to throw a little bit of color into the background here. Nice little thing. I think...
Is that the default?
This is the default background. I want to add like an animated thing to it.
Maybe eventually.
Yeah, eventually. It doesn't have to be now. But
so thanks for coming over today. Kind of short notice and...
Well, very short notice. I decided to not get my tires changed today so I could come here. Probably
just driving home to skid off.
Probably not the smartest idea.
I'm trying to find what I wanted. I have a couple things I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah. But no, dude, I want to get these episodes out.
Yeah, for real.
I like coming over here and recording, and now we have this new dynamic. I think that's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah,
so now
I have to remind myself not to look there because we have to pretend that it's not there. The camera.
Well, this isn't like the Joe Rogan experience where it's like camera here, camera here. Maybe eventually.
Maybe we can talk about DMT and
Oh yeah. And aliens.
Yeah. Then it would really be.
That's right. That's right.
The only commonality we have with that show is jiu-jitsu.
That's it. Pretty much nothing else.
That's it. UFC maybe, but I actually just listened. The only ones of him I listen to are like MMA ones.
Okay.
Just because I'm into UFC and stuff. So I listen to the guys. He always has UFC fight. He like has the Joe Rogan experience, and then every once in a while it'll release JRE MMA show. And so he has it's still under him, but he just lists it separately.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He might be on his 80th one or something.
Okay.
But he just had Paul Felder on, who is he was awesome. But he's from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know he was from Philly, and so now he's a commentator for the UFC.
Okay. I've heard the name.
Yeah,
I've heard the name.
He's got a really nice mustache, but I don't know. He's like a ginger, but
okay.
he's got like a really he's got one of those really thick ones. Yeah, so it just
that's cool.
Yeah, well, it is really funny because sometimes he has like this whole mustache that goes. It's like just, or he has like a beard, and then one time I was watching and he shaved it, and I was like, ah, he just doesn't.
No, you gotta keep the facial hair, man.
Yeah, so but he was talking about like his career and everything, and they had some cool things to say because there's some really crazy stuff going on with the UFC right now.
Yeah. Like
Francis Ngannou's gone.
What? He is?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
He couldn't reach contract agreements.
Whoa.
Apparently Dana White's a scumbag, but he basically said we offered like more money than we ever have to Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
So he would be the highest paid heavyweight of all time.
Do you know how much it was?
No.
But
people are like, dude, that's like talking about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Like you gotta imagine
it's gotta
it's
be
in the
so much.
It's probably in the 50 million like range because Brock Lesnar was paid.
How could you not?
Because so here's why. Francis wanted to box. So if he wants to box, Dana White says no. Because they already did that with Conor, and it was like a mess, and Conor lost, and all. So Dana was like, "We're not letting guys box anymore. Like if you're in our contract, you're UFC. That's it."
Yeah.
And so, but dude, Francis Ngannou might go fight Tyson Fury. He might go box him, and make $150 million. He doesn't care about the money. Like he'll make money in boxing, but apparently one of his other things was he wanted health care for the UFC fighters, and they said no.
Oh wow!
So I don't know if that's true, but that's what Francis said. So. So he's out of the UFC.
Wow.
Vacated his heavyweight title.
That's crazy.
And now the title is, I think, April. And it's Cyril Gane, who lost to Francis twice, I believe.
Yeah. Did we watch that fight?
We did. One of them. The second one was boring because Francis just took him down and just smothered him the entire time, which was nuts. Cyril Gane and John Jones.
Oh, yeah. John Jones. I've been seeing a lot about that. As
heavyweight, because he was always light heavyweight. So
I've been seeing a lot about John Jones recently.
I have to be careful what I say now because
you think John Jones
recorded. No, I think Cyril Gane.
Really?
John Jones has been out of the game, hasn't he? Like 3 years?
Yeah.
But he's the GOAT.
He's still John Jones.
he was on steroids and all this stuff. So, but I still think he's the GOAT because like he just dominated.
Yeah.
He didn't lose like one round. I mean, arguably. I mean, there were a couple fights where he like was pretty close, but
Yeah.
he's just different. But then you're moving up. Literally, he's moving up a 60-pound weight class. Like,
I'm gonna have to start looking into the UFC again and like the upcoming fights.
Tonight's
and stuff.
is booty.
That is not good.
No, but it's like at 1 a.m. or something because they were gonna have it in like Singapore.
Okay, Singapore.
Yeah, or something like that. Maybe South Korea. I don't know, but they were gonna have it like somewhere in Asia, and then the main card of that got hurt. It was gonna be, I guess, South Korea because it was gonna be Chan Sung Jung, the Korean zombie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so he got hurt, and then they canceled that event and they just said we're going to still do it, but we're not. Why would we go over to South Korea if the guy's not going to be there? So now it's in Vegas, but they said, well, that's still a big crowd over there that wants to watch it. We'll just make it at their time. So it's at 1 a.m. So I'm not going to watch it.
1 a.m. Dude,
it starts at 1 a.m.
I can't believe 1 a.m. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, basically
people are going to watch. Like that's just.
Nobody from here. Some people, but it's like a free ESPN fight. But it doesn't matter because, well, it's ESPN Plus, so it's not free. But if you have ESPN Plus, but then next week is the fight. Next week's the fight, which we got to talk.
Next Saturday.
Come over. I don't know, dude. It's Alex Volkanovski. Well, it's fine. We'll figure it out. You don't have to. It's Alex Volkanovski.
Did you just shush me?
Yeah, because
schlong.
He's moving up from featherweight to fight Islam Makhachev. So it's going to be really good.
My only thing is that they're so late at night.
Yeah, I don't know what time this is, though, because it's in Australia.
Like, I always want to stay for...
It's in Australia, though. The time might be different.
Main card, but it's always super late.
Oh, no, it's the same. Well, that's weird. If it's in Australia, I would think that they would... It's still at 10.
Maybe I'll come over for the prelims.
Ah, dude.
I can't stay that
well,
late.
Joe Solecki,
especially Saturday
Joe
night.
Solecki's fighting the next week. So if you want to come over...
he's fighting in 2 weeks?
He's fighting in 2 weeks.
Heck yeah.
So if you want to come over for that one...
Yeah.
Wait, is it that one?
Support the brother.
Oh, John Jones and Cyril Gane are fighting March 4th, so way closer than I thought.
Okay.
But yeah, Joe Solecki fights on, I think, the 25th.
Yeah, dude, I'll definitely come over for that. I'm sure Hassets is doing.
Oh no, he fights on
the
fights on the 18th. But still, it's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure Hassets is going to do one of those.
Probably for Joe.
Yeah. They were doing that every Saturday for a while, weren't they?
No, they basically only did like the pay-per-views,
Okay.
and then like if there was like a good card that wasn't a pay-per-view, they would do that.
Yeah.
They weren't doing it every week.
They're probably going to do it
I haven't
for
been to
Joe.
one since I moved. Because I used to live 5 minutes away.
Yeah, so you would just drive.
So I'd
there.
get done at 1 a.m. and I'm like, okay, it's
Yeah.
5 minutes, but now it's a half hour.
Yeah.
So I can't really.
I think I went to one of them. And
Yeah,
I didn't
you went
stay
to
the
one.
whole time.
It's late, man.
Yeah.
I was getting tired. And the other thing was like sometimes there'd be a really good crowd, and then sometimes there'd be like, 10 people, which is still fine. But I don't know if they're even still doing it. I haven't seen any notice, but yeah.
So before we move on to the next topic, I wanted to say something that I experienced earlier this week.
Yeah.
So weird. I've never taken drugs before, but this was like the one time it actually felt like I took something.
Okay.
I was in bed.
What a way.
And I was trying to go to sleep, obviously. And dude, I literally felt my consciousness go from being awake to being asleep.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest experience, and I remember it. It was like, dude, it felt like, I don't know what acid feels like, but it felt like
You
I
keep
was on
saying
acid.
that. You could say it once. Now I think you have.
Well, we'll talk about that later. No, I was like laying in bed. My eyes were closed. I was tucked in,
Yeah.
under my blanket. And as my eyes were closed, I felt like the whole room was swirling, and like, I don't know, I'm trying to, almost like you're going down a drain. You know how it just
What were
felt
you
like.
doing? What'd you eat?
I didn't. it felt like my consciousness was just shifting.
Well, sometimes I feel
And
like
I
when
felt
you eat
like
weird things,
my-
that can like.
My vision,
Yeah.
just like
Did you have like a really carb heavy meal?
I had a dairy heavy Jamba Juice.
Is that from Psych?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have been a little pitchy. I had a dairy
We
heavy
just
Jamba
watched
Juice.
that episode, dude. It's that episode stands
It's
up.
so great.
If anyone watches one episode of Psych, start with season 2, American Duos.
Oh,
it is. I
that's
mean,
the best.
I would
think
say
that's
you
one
could
of the
watch
best
that and then be
episodes.
done,
Yeah.
and not watch the show ever.
That's
again.
one of the
It's
best
so
episodes.
funny.
Yeah, but anyway, it was like the weirdest experience, and I experienced going from consciousness to dreaming. And
I don't even know what to say about.
I
that.
don't know. You don't have to say anything about it. I didn't explain it very well, but it felt like mentally, I was like strapped into a chair and just doing like somebody was spinning me.
Yeah, that's
It was really odd.
weird.
It was really odd.
Okay.
I think I fell into like a lucid dream because I knew I was dreaming. So maybe that was why. I didn't take anything, Brian.
No, I believe you. That's how I felt. I took melatonin for like a week once, like years ago,
Yeah.
and dude, I felt like I would dream so vividly, and everything and I would wake up like I got really deep sleep, but I couldn't deal with the dreams because some of my dreams are nuts, like just like weird. I had a dream. I'm not even kidding. Like this was last week. No melatonin, but so I buzzed my head, which for those that know me, I've never done before.
I like it. I
Thanks.
like it.
Yeah, it grew on me like real quick, but you know, some people, my wife, don't like it. But I had a dream the other night because like the main reason I wanted to buzz my head was because I was like I'm losing my hair.
Yeah.
I just want to buzz it, and my hairline stayed the same since I was like what 15. I mean, you have the same hairline, and
Yeah.
you always have. It's like
It's just different shapes.
it's just the hairline. But I'm like, I was convinced, and so when I did it, I was like, oh well, actually no, it's still pretty thick up there, and
Yeah.
like I'm sure I will eventually, but I was happy with it, so I was like, cool, can put that to rest. But I guess it was still somewhere in my mind because I had a dream. I'm not even kidding that my hair was growing in, like it looked like this now, and as it grew in, it just stopped. Like in certain places, and it was back here, which doesn't make sense because like Dad, his goes back.
Yeah.
Like our whole family. I mean, some of them have.
Well, I
back there,
hate to
but
break it to you, but you can't see the back of your head.
I've taken pictures.
I can.
Have you ever done that? Like.
No.
Oh, I've done it a million times. That's just like pure male, like insecurity. Just taking a picture like this and
And
then
just
going,
making short.
okay.
Dude, there was like a month or two where I really wanted to like bick my head,
You should never do that.
but
Don't ever.
well, I
Josh.
wanted to do it.
If you don't have to,
Can I explain why I
you
wanted
got an
to?
egg head.
Can I explain? No, I don't. You have an egg head.
I have a coconut head.
Yeah. The reason why I wanted to do it was October. We had a Halloween party around the corner,
Yeah.
and I was gonna grow my goatee out and go as Heisenberg.
It would have been legendary.
I was going to.
You would not have a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's right. But now, I still kind of want to buzz my head sometimes, but I'm gonna do that when I start noticing I'm losing my hair.
But see, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but you're married
Yeah.
and I'm not,
Yeah.
so
It makes a difference.
yeah,
Yeah. Keep it for now.
yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Well, it was funny because around Christmas, I was like, Rach, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna buzz my head.
She told
And-
you could, but then you
Well,
chickened out of it.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, you said you got nervous and you didn't do it.
Oh, no. So she said, she was like, Brian, I really don't want you to. And I was like, how about this? In the new year, I will. And I was like, because no family gatherings, we don't have to take pictures. And she was like, okay, fine, just whatever, in the new year. And I think she was kind of just brushing me off. And then like January,
You and
first week of
Josh.
January, I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
She was like,
And she was
"Oh
like,
no!"
She was like, no, like don't you dare. So then I forgot, it was like a week later or whatever, and I was just staring at myself in the mirror at night. I took a shower, or I was about to take a shower or whatever, and I had my razor, and I was just like, I was just ready. And I just was like, it's gonna come out wrong. I was like, it's gonna come out wrong. And we have like family dinner tomorrow, or well, dinner with Josh and Abby, and the next day.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I guess I won't. But my hair was getting long, so it was just one of those things that I was like, I'd rather have a buzzed head
I'm
than
ready.
Right.
I'm ready.
So then the next day, yeah, we went over mom and dad's, and Josh and I got our heads buzzed together. Oh, speaking of which, Josh reminded me, but just saying his name. I wanted to. So Ian Picking keeps talking to me about the podcast. I shouldn't say keeps, but he has a couple times, and he texted me, and I want to ask him eventually. He texted me after the last episode. He goes, "I just think you suck at watching movies."
Oh yeah, I saw. Did you send me that?
And I said, "I think you may be onto something, but it's my opinion." And he goes, "Your description of the menu sounded so fun, haha, but you were hating on it." And I said, "I thought it was horrible." He goes, "Well, now I have to watch it, and I'm not happy." He had to watch it to find out. I just thought that was really funny.
I watched it and I'm not happy.
No, he has to watch it.
Oh,
I don't know.
he has
That's
to
what I'm saying.
watch it.
I have to follow up.
Oh,
He's like,
I thought you said
because
he
of
watched it.
He's never seen it. He's saying because you described it like that, it sounded fun, but you said you hated it.
Yeah.
So now I have to watch it. I'm not happy about that.
Last night, I watched Zoolander for the first time.
I thought you were watching The Fugitive.
We were going to,
Zoolander
and then
is
we got
ridiculous.
Well, we got there, and we go to the basement, and on the TV, it's Zoolander. It wasn't playing, but it was just the menu for it. And I was like, "Were you guys aren't we watching The Fugitive?" And they kind of just looked at me. I was like, "You said we were gonna watch The Fugitive."
They were like, "No one wants to watch that crap."
No, but we just decided, we were like, well, let's watch The Fugitive because I've never seen Zoolander, so I was fine with it.
Isn't it stupid?
It's one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen, but there are some really funny parts.
But it was that whole era of comedy.
Yeah.
It was Zoolander, Anchorman, where it was kind of funny, but it was just dumb.
But dude, it's
It was
so
overall
quotable.
just dumb.
It's so quotable though.
I honestly, I think I've seen it one time.
It's so I can't believe it was my first time seeing it. But
You know, it's a really good movie though.
what?
Meet the Parents.
We were talking about that.
Hilarious.
I didn't realize there were 3 movies in that series.
We've only seen the 2, Meet the Parents and then Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, and then there's
I
there's
didn't even
one
want
with
to.
their kids or something.
Yeah, I was not interested. In
I want to see Meet the
It got
Parents
a
really
horrible rating, audience score and everything, just horrible. So
bad. I want to see Meet the Parents really bad.
it's funny. It's just one of those, I think especially after being married. Oh, you know what? We were on vacation and we watched it with Josh and Abby and we were dying.
Okay, yeah.
And Josh and I were just we would have been out of there. If our future in-laws acted, we would have been because they're just horrible to them. But it's really funny, without spoiling it.
They make fun of him for being a male nurse, right?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's really funny because they say that a couple times, and then it's basically they go to Ben Stiller and his fiance, it's his girlfriend. He wants to propose to her. Mm-hmm. She's like, "Oh my gosh, my sister is getting married," and so he's like, "Okay," and they've been dating a while. So he goes with her to her parents' house.
Yeah,
never met him before, and it's Robert De Niro, and
that's perfect.
Yeah, he's the dad.
That's great.
And so his whole plan is that he's gonna win over the mom and dad, and then he's gonna ask their permission.
Yeah.
So he's there, but then her sister's future husband, he's a doctor, and his whole family's a doctor.
Oh my gosh!
So they're all there, and then Robert De Niro is like, "Hey, yo, Greg over here, he's a male nurse," and they're like, "Oh, ha ha ha," and he's like, "No, he's actually a male." They're like, "What's wrong? You couldn't be a doctor?"
That's horrible.
Yeah, but it's this whole, it's really funny, and his name is he goes by Greg, but his name is
Gaylord.
which is they didn't have to do that, but they did. His name's Gaylord Fokker. It's really funny. Yeah, but I don't know. And then in the second one, Dustin Hoffman plays his dad. And they
Really?
and they go down to Florida. And I think Barbara Streisand's his mom. And they go down to Florida, and his dad is he calls him gay, as a nickname.
He calls him gay?
I'm Brian. Dad calls me Brian.
Yeah.
He goes, "Gay, come here, give me a hug." It's so funny. It's oh my god, dude.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
But that's why it's such an out there movie, because that would never in any it would just never happen. But it's just that's what makes it funny, essentially. But yeah, so that's it. That's about Meet the Parents.
Now I have to see it.
Yeah.
I have to add that to my list.
You should.
We have a long list of just movies.
Yeah, speaking of, we just watched Amsterdam with Christian Bale.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Oh,
how was Christian Bale?
It's Christian Bale, John David Washington, who I didn't know this. He's Denzel Washington's son. I had no idea.
Oh wow, okay.
He's the guy in Black Klansman.
We're seeing it.
Good movie.
Is that with
That's nuts.
Adam Driver?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a crazy movie. It's
Yeah.
a true story. And Margot Robbie's in it. And they have like some other actors that are really famous. Like Taylor Swift was in it for like 2 minutes.
Is that the one where they're like framed for murder or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kinda.
that looked
It's-
interesting.
It's
Christian Bale had
definitely
one eye?
interesting. Yeah. Apparently, it's like a true-ish story. My tummy's rumbling
Why did you say that?
because I hear it, and I don't know if anyone else can.
Apparently, it's a true-ish. My tummy's rumbling.
No, my stomach.
My tummy's rumbling.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
So
I haven't
random.
eaten today, but
I have to eat lunch. I only ate breakfast.
okay, we can have something after this.
Okay.
Okay. But you want a peanut butter sandwich? Sorry, I just thought. I think it's so funny. Just offering you peanut butter.
Yeah, dude. I saw this meme, and it was in Guardians of the Galaxy. It's when Star-Lord like holds the stone, and he starts like freaking out. His face starts cracking and stuff. You remember that? The caption
At the
said, "When you hand a person allergic to peanuts a peanut," and he's like freaking out. He's
Dude,
like
that's
falling
great.
apart.
That's great. What was I saying?
You want a peanut butter?
No, Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was fine. Like we just kind of were like, oh, that was odd. Like it was supposed to be kind of serious, and then it was also kind of funny. Rami Malek's in it.
Okay. Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy's in it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just like kind of a lot of well-known actors.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fine.
It was just fine. Just okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay.
Like I don't think it was anything special. I probably will never watch it again.
Yeah.
But it was like okay. Like I didn't like the menu. I was like I hated that. Like
Yeah.
I wasted my time. This I was like fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't spoil it, but I hear Jameson. He's crying.
Oh, buddy.
But yeah, no, it was fine. And then we watched the new Matilda movie.
There's a new Matilda.
It's a
movie?
musical.
There's a new. There's
It's
a
on
new
Netflix.
one?
Yeah. I've never seen the original. Have you?
I've seen the plays, like I've seen the musicals. I've never seen the movie versions.
So it just came out. So Matilda.
I know there's been a few.
The
movies,
original
though.
was with Danny DeVito. He played the dad.
Okay.
And Rachel says it's good. I've never seen it, but then this was on Netflix, and we kind of watched a preview. And she's like, "Do you want to watch?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." And I actually thought it was really good. The kids in it were amazing. Like the dancing,
Really?
and they were all in sync, and the singing was great. And then it ended, and Rachel's like, "Nah, we got to watch the original. That was not as good." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's a musical.
Yeah.
Like it's not." I took it as like kind of a. It's not super serious. It's not supposed to be necessarily like
Right.
this is the best movie I've ever seen, but it was entertaining to watch. But it's super weird. Do you know the story of Matilda?
Yeah,
I'm like
seen,
watching like she's a genius. She's like Rain Man.
but
or,
then
like,
she has like magical
yeah,
power.
she can move stuff with her mind.
Yeah, she's
I
a
was
telepathic.
Like, like out of nowhere. Nowhere in the
It's
entire like
Weird.
first
It's
like,
not
half
explained
hour.
really.
No, and that's the thing. Like, but it's kind of like you almost I don't know. I kind of liked it, but they don't ever explain that like magic is possible, and that's what's weird. And then out of nowhere, like they don't say how she got it or whatever.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh.
Out of nowhere, she can move something.
But
with her
I guess
mind.
it's because of I guess it's because of like the neglect from her parents that she was forced to reading and she just used her brain so much because her parents didn't.
Right.
And so that's why. I
I've
guess
seen
I don't know.
I've seen two versions of Matilda.
When?
Both musicals, like on stage. I
Oh,
watched it
like
live.
you saw that at the Pittman Theater, right?
I saw one at the Pittman Theater, and I
Yeah.
saw one from a different production company.
Okay.
Both weren't great.
Yeah.
Like they were okay. I will say,
That's really funny. Both horrible.
in the Pittman, on Pittman Broadway, the dude who's a guy who played Trunchbull, fantastic. He was the best part of the show.
It was the late. Oh my goodness, dude, she's really famous. It was I forget her name. The lady who played Professor Trelawney
In what? What
in
what
Harry
is-
Potter.
Oh. Is she like the
Emma Thompson. And apparently she's like not she I don't know what she looks like, but she's hideous in this movie.
Yeah.
And Rachel's like, yeah, no, she's like really beautiful. And I was like, oh, they did a good job.
Well, I will say the Pittman, when we watched it, I mean the person who played Trunchbull, I was like, that is probably the largest woman I've ever seen in my life. Like, just, like, not even heavy. Like,
No,
like,
she's
yeah, a little
supposed to-
heavy,
yeah.
but broad shoulders,
I think
tall. It
In
was
the
a
story,
guy.
though, she's supposed to be like an Olympic,
Yeah.
like, shot putter or something. Or she, like, swung. I don't know. But she was supposed to be, like, really beefy and just
Yeah.
me with my noodle arms doing beefy.
We can talk about, you got that true classic fit on, brother.
I do. I love this shirt.
Have you seen those commercials?
No.
They're funny.
You gave me this shirt because it didn't fit you.
Oh, yeah, because they gave me...
And then I gave you mine because they didn't fit me.
Yeah, they both gave us the wrong
Yeah.
sizes.
Horrible.
Good quality shirt, but I'm not ordering from them
Bad
again.
quality service.
Yeah, yeah. Bad quality service.
What do you think about the birds in
Like the movie?
in the Super Bowl?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of... I saw movies on the mind. I thought
Yeah.
you meant like Alfred Hitchcock.
No.
I was like, why are you referencing such an old movie?
No.
The Birds.
The birds.
I mean, you know me. I like football. I'm an average football enjoyer. I wouldn't say I sit down and look at all like the analytics and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty excited. I'm not an Eagles fan.
Same.
I don't even know who they're playing.
The Chiefs.
They're playing the Chiefs.
I
I'll root for the Eagles, of course.
Yeah, I always
they're
say
local.
that once the Jets lose, which they do always,
Yeah.
I root for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And
I'm rooting for the Eagles. I hope they win.
well, mainly because like,
That'll give us more content to post for work.
oh yeah, I saw something that some school was like, win or lose, we're like giving students the next day off, the Monday off,
Oh, that's sick.
just because like it's like the birds are in the Super Bowl.
I wish my school did that.
We got, when I was in, the Eagles won, I think my second year in college or something. I can't remember. And
Wait, what?
when the Eagles first won the Super Bowl,
No, it was after that because I was in college.
I was absolutely in college.
It was my first year in
Because my
college.
professor gave us off. You were not in college, I promise you. Because my professor gave us off. First off, it was 2018. Were you in college in 2018?
Are you sure it was 2018?
It was the season. It was the 2017 season going into 2018. Yes. I know.
I feel like I was at RCSJ at that point.
No, you were a sophomore in high school. You had to have been, dude.
What am I? I'm mixing up two things.
You
then.
definitely are. Eagles won the Super Bowl. What year? Super Bowl LII. This was. It was played at the. It was the completion of the 2018 season, so it was 2019, I guess. Oh no, it was. No, I'm right. It was 2018, February 4th, 2018. That's when it was.
Okay, that's
And
weird.
anyway, I was in college, and our professor gave us off for the parade,
Oh, it's sick.
and then we ended up going. So, and that was really fun.
What am I thinking of then?
I don't know, something dumb.
Because something happened when I was a first year.
Philly sports stink.
I know, but I felt like there was one thing. Maybe
I mean, the Phillies went to the World Series this year.
no. It
Last
was
year.
it was like my first year in college. I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
Probably nothing.
I don't want to think back too far.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
But I mean, I'm excited for the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. I enjoy watching the Super Bowl.
Well, the way I see it is like so the Eagles are in the NFC, the Jets are in the AFC. So there is a possibility that someday the Eagles and Jets could play in the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
which would be nuts.
we just need Aaron Rodgers.
Hopefully.
That'd
We'll know very soon.
That'd be nice.
Apparently by the 15th, it's the 4th. So apparently by the 15th, that's
Really?
like the deadline for his contract. They were saying that like they're going to make a decision by then. So we're either getting Derek Carr from the Raiders, which I wouldn't hate, but my goodness, dude.
Aaron Rodgers.
We're going to
would
the
be
Super Bowl.
nice.
We're going to the Super Bowl. Dad hates when I talk about this because he's like, you're getting your hopes up. I've been a Jets fan for 50 years. Like, you're getting your hopes up. Stop. And I'm like, dude, yeah, but if we get and I see it all the time. The Jets we're a quarterback away. That's it.
Yeah, we had
a great team.
Great.
Now, we had mistakes with the coaching and stuff, but we fired our offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mutually, but we fired him. And then we're hiring Nathaniel Hackett, who was the coach of the Broncos, who got fired after a year. But what I really like about him was he was coaching Russell Wilson, who stinks. Apparently,
This year.
out of nowhere this year. But
He's Dookie this year.
So if we get Aaron Rodgers, very good chance that I would honestly I would stand on the thought of we're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Super Bowl is that'd be awesome, but with a solid quarterback, we would have made the playoffs this year. We would have. We were close, man. Like, it's just we lost like 6 in a row at the end. The entire season we were doing great, and then we just didn't have a quarterback, and it just.
Yep.
So
makes or break a team. Makes or breaks.
Yeah, no, it does. 100%. There's a lot of teams out there that are just good teams with bad quarterbacks.
Sorry about that. The camera cut out.
Yeah.
For literally, I think probably a minute.
Yeah.
We caught it right after it
Thank
cut.
goodness. I was just saying that, like, I would go as far to say that if the Jets got Aaron Rodgers, we'd go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it's next year. Like, if we got Aaron Rodgers, he's towards the end of his career, man. He's the last one. Like,
just give us one. Just give us one.
Well, I don't know. I have to trust Joe Douglas, our GM, has shown us nothing but like promise. He's done great. His only flop really has been Zach Wilson, and even then, we don't know if the kid's good. He might be good. He just hasn't shown it. So that's what the whole thing. We're saying we're bringing in a veteran, Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, maybe even Jimmy Garoppolo. Who knows? I would really want Jimmy because he just gets hurt.
Glass bones and paper skin.
He's good. He's got an arm, but dude, he gets hurt every season. It's not sustainable. So we get Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, whichever one. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers, and Zach just learns under him for max 2 years because he's old. He's at the end of his career, and he's expensive. They're probably going to pay him like $40 million a year.
Yeah.
So they're not like they don't want him. Zach Wilson already has kind of a relationship with Aaron Rodgers. They've worked together, so that would be perfect. Work under him. Aaron Rodgers takes us to the playoffs a year, like first year. We go in the playoffs, maybe win the AFC East. Second year, if Aaron Rodgers is still there and he's killing it, Super Bowl. And if not, okay, but playoff. Like, let's hit the postseason, man. We haven't hit the postseason in like 12 years. Like, well, come on, or 13, honestly. I don't know. It's just sad.
Yeah.
No, it's maybe 10, maybe 10. I know my nose is really stuffed.
Your voice.
My nose is stuffed up.
Yeah.
No.
Sound like Candace when she has parsnips.
That's so dumb. Yeah, my nose is stuffed up, so that's why. But that's it. So go Birds. I don't want anybody from the AFC to win.
Go Birds.
Ever. Now, I don't necessarily want the Eagles to win either because that means my team lost. But if I have to have a team win, that's not. Truthfully, I wanted the Bengals to go all the way. I really did. I wanted Joe Burrow to win, and they lost against the Chiefs. I can't stand the Chiefs. I like Andy Reid. Don't like Patrick Mahomes. He's great. I'm not saying he's not good, but I just don't want him to win. Go Birds.
Yeah. Go Birds.
Did you see that video, though? I wanted to bring this up. Do you know who Nick and Joey Bosa are?
No.
Okay, so...
I know who Nick and Joey Bofa are.
No. Bosa. No. Who? Nick Bosa plays for the San Francisco 49ers, who the Eagles just beat to get to Super Bowl. Joey Bosa plays for the, I almost said San Diego. They used to be San Diego, the Los Angeles Chargers. And obviously they're not in the postseason. They didn't make it at all. So they were playing in Philly, and Joey Bosa is with his entire family in Philly, going into the stadium in like all 49ers gear. And dude, these Philly guys are harassing him. It is the funniest video. They're screaming at him.
That's Philly, man.
I know.
That's Philly.
And he's giving them exactly what they want, dude. He's like, they're screaming at him. Bosa, why isn't the Chargers playing, huh? Bosa, you suck.
That's awful.
Dude,
that's
just,
rough.
Like these guys that have, they probably didn't even go to college or anything. And this kid's like, he's making like $20 million a year. And the best part is like, they're fully, that's fine. He's giving it back to them.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's what they want.
I was crying laughing watching this video because they don't even care. And he gets like pretty close to them.
Oh, really?
And he's like, you guys, I forget what he said, but he's just giving it right back to them. Like, oh, why don't you go? And they're just sitting there like not backing up. You suck. The Chargers suck.
Dude, that's like high school.
It's
like
amazing.
High school when the kids
and I saw this
and
thing, and it was like
reacts.
But I saw this thing, and it might have been Twitter, and it was like It was like, just imagine going to Philly to watch your brother play to get to the Super Bowl, and just a bunch of plumbers from Philadelphia are just harassing you in the street. Like, it's just the best, dude. I thought it was so funny. And just it's like everything, like what people say about Philly is so true.
Yeah,
Did you hear that story
mean.
about when Houston and the Phillies played in the World Series?
No.
Apparently, when they were in Philly, because the World Series, between the 7 games, they travel to each, so it's fair. Whereas in the Super Bowl, obviously it's 1 game, so they go to one neutral location. This year it's in Arizona. Well, it's not even neutral. Sometimes you could play in your own stadium, but whatever. But yeah, they were in Philly, and the Houston Astros ordered from this pizzeria or something. For the entire team, they like ordered like catering basically, and the owner straight up was like, "No."
Whoa.
He was like, "I'm not feeding your team."
Oh my gosh.
I know. Just denied like probably a massive order, probably like a $5,000 order for his business. You're just like, nope, not feeding.
Imagine how much respect
I know
he got.
He probably got more business.
He probably
just
got
from people
more
from Philly.
business.
But dude, like, Philly's nuts. He was like, let's starve them. So we beat them. And I think they actually won the next game. The Phillies did. Like just brutal.
That's
Josh, find like another city that would do that. No one.
No.
Even New York, which is like pretty like rough. It's like
Philly's just different, dude. People in Philly are they're so mean.
It's like, I don't know. Is it
That's
mean?
part of the fun. It is mean, but it's part of the fun of it.
Horrible drivers in PA, and I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
Horrible drivers.
Yeah. They were really bad.
Don't come to our beaches and drive 50 in the right or in the left lane.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. Because they all do that.
You shoobs.
You're driving down to the beach and they're just like, going to Wildwood. Like,
Going to
there's your first problem.
Time to walk a mile to the water.
Dude, it's like, I can't stand Philly drivers. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I'll stand on that, honestly, for my entire life. Philly drivers suck. Dude, Rachel made some, like, I don't even know what it is, like fried veggies downstairs. Not fried, like
sauteed.
Sauteed, yeah.
Nice.
I went down there to go to the bathroom, and I was like, oh my gosh, they smell so good.
Delicious.
Got
Delicious.
some butternut squash.
Butternut squash.
Got some Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are good, dude. If you do them right.
They're just.
No, I'm serious. You got them like a little black?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Nope.
I had a Brussels sprout for the first time the other night.
Yeah.
It was literally just the smallest piece of cabbage I've ever eaten in my life. It's just
You're
a ball
100%
of
wrong.
It's just a ball of leaves.
Yeah, but they're like buttery. They're not like cabbage isn't like that. I'm telling you. Look, I get them real good, man. You get them in like a cast iron, get some olive oil on there. They just get so crispy, and then you get salt and pepper. Josh, like they snap, dude. They're so good. I'm gonna make them for you because they're fantastic.
Okay. All right.
I used to hate them, and
Well, I really like vegetables. I really
we like vegetables. I eat my greens.
eat your greens, your dog greens.
That's how you sound, though. I really like vegetables.
I do like vegetables.
Wow. Good job. Oh, I tried drinking those Jocko greens the other day because I didn't have like TMI, but I didn't have
Bowel movements.
no, but
BBM.
I didn't have like any veggies for like 3 days, and I didn't realize it at the time. But it was just like what I was.
Greens.
Well, I rarely have veggies during lunch. I usually go like, well, that's not true, but like I usually eat leftovers for lunch, and I try to just
Amen,
so it's
brother.
whatever the night.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So then for dinner, it just
best.
like was like we were having pasta, and I was like, oh, we could do like and then we just didn't do veggies or whatever. So I was having, if I had any, I was having very little, and I realized it. And I was like, I need to get some of my greens in.
Yeah,
so I had a
dude.
glass of the Jocko greens. I chugged it, man, but like, whoa, they're bad.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
But here's the thing: when I was drinking them every day, I got so used to them that I was like, these are great.
Dude, I love Jocko. Like, I think he's great. You know.
Here, I'm gonna turn my watch like him.
So when you're shooting your gun, you can see.
Oh, is that why they
military
do it?
Yeah.
I'm stolen valor.
Yeah. Out.
That's next episode. I'm gonna show up in full camo in a military uniform.
I'm a military sniper.
You knock on the door.
Knock on the window.
Crimes
Dude.
against the United States.
Jocko, I like his products. He has
Yeah.
a good jujitsu gi company. You know,
He does. Origin.
he has some really interesting, like he has a podcast, stuff like that. I like
Yeah.
I like his stuff, but his
His greens.
his products that you eat or drink.
That's not true. I know we're no.
What am I going to say?
That they're not good.
No, I was going to say, Jocko Go, his energy drink, used to taste like battery acid.
Oh, they
When it first,
improved the format.
they improved the flavor, and now it tastes a little bit more like car battery acid.
No, it does not.
It tastes a lot better.
It's good.
It tastes a lot better. I actually had one the other day. It's still in my car. It got frozen overnight.
Very nice.
It tastes a lot better. Still haven't had Mulk.
That's my protein.
Is it good?
Fantastic. It's the best
Really?
protein I've ever had. Yeah,
Really?
Rachel would agree. She takes it. She uses the vanilla one.
Okay. So
I mean,
I'll have to try
without
that
a-
next.
the thing
Jocko
is,
Greens
I don't know-
is
Like that
Awful.
Cellucor stuff, the
yeah.
yellow stuff.
That's what I take.
That has more protein in it, but Jocko's has almost no carbs. So it's like 22 grams of protein per scoop. A serving's a scoop. It's got like 22 grams of protein, like less than a gram of carbs. It's got almost no sugar. I think it's got 110 calories per serving, which is like not a lot. I think the Cellucor is 170, and it has more carbs. It has like 30 grams of protein, which is great, but I'd rather have less protein and like almost no carbs.
How big are the bottles? Like, do they last long usually?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're taking it every single day, I'd say maybe last year a month and a half.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
pretty
I
much
haven't,
how long
I
it is.
haven't had Jocko Mulk, which I need to try, but the Jocko
Fantastic.
Greens, the one time.
Yeah, the greens are rough.
The one time I had it with you after we work out,
Yeah.
dude, I regurgitated.
But we
that was
talked about
awful.
that because like their competitor is Athletic Greens, who they pretty much coined the greens. I mean, they didn't like it's been around forever, but it got very popular, and Athletic Greens are booty. I've had them, dude. They're horrible.
Yeah.
And Jocko Greens actually has flavor. It's just not great.
It just.
But it's got to be hard to make like a fiber.
I may as well just go outside and eat some grass
That's not true though.
with dandelions.
Dude, the thing is,
That's what it tasted like.
I know
It tasted
but-
like grass.
But you got to consider like what you're getting, and if for people that aren't getting a daily intake,
Oh,
of
it's
greens,
great.
Like I know people
great for that.
their meals they just don't have veggies for some
Yeah.
reason. They need to be taking that.
Yeah.
They need to have a supplement. If your meals aren't going to have veggies, you need to have their pills, green pills, you can take. But that stuff's the best. And honestly, I was making smoothies in the morning, and I would do the greens. I would do vanilla.
if you mix
protein,
it with a smoothie, I'm sure
creatine,
it's good.
I would do Greek yogurt and frozen veggies.
Ooh.
Dude, it's fantastic.
Well, that reminds me of the smoothies Dad used to make.
Yeah.
Was it like-
Dad
was it-
used barley wheat or something, barley grass?
Oh, did he?
Dude, that stuff.
That's because Dad's built different, but
Dad went on some crazy. Remember when he did the food combining Bible,
yeah, dude.
bro? It'd be like in the middle of summer, and he'd like
Bro is
we'd have like burgers or whatever, and he would just
He'd just eat
He'd
the
have like
burger.
6 burgers,
Yeah.
no buns,
no buns.
just ketchup all over it.
Bro,
I'm done.
Bro,
We're
shredded.
like, you're
though.
not gonna have like a bun,
Yo,
no,
but
no
he-
lettuce or tomato.
Yeah, but
it doesn't.
You
combine.
can't deny he looked great.
He still does, but
he still looks awesome. But
like it was one of those things. Like he would be like, oh, I can't have it. It doesn't combine well. Like, shut
you loser.
You know, that's honestly
no fun.
That's basically what the Gracie diet is.
yeah, it's a lot.
I
of
bought
food
the Gracie
combining with
diet.
Acai.
Yeah, that's the thing. They say eat fruit with
They
everything.
do a lot of acai.
Like every single meal they have
Yeah.
fruit with. And then I don't know how that would affect your sugar intake. Like I feel like a diabetic couldn't do that.
I guess it depends on the types of fruit. Like I'm sure acai has less sugar in it
Yeah.
because I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but I know they have a lot of it in their diet.
Yeah. I don't know. I think acai. I think it has a lot of sugar. It's got it.
Maybe it does. I
All
don't
fruit.
know.
I mean,
But fruit's so delicious. Fruit's so good.
yeah.
Except
I
for bananas.
I haven't had fruit in a while. I don't know because I guess fruit is more of a summer thing for me.
Eh.
Just because like I like watermelon.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard to find like good strawberries right now.
Yeah.
'Cause
They're just not in season.
We get blueberries every time we go to the store, and I like blueberries. They're fine.
Dude, pineapple is the best. Pineapple is the
Watermelon's
best.
the best.
No.
Watermelon.
Notice how I didn't move?
Well, you know.
Because I knew you would.
What? Oh, you know what? I always liked that people didn't honeydew.
Honeydew's not bad.
It's just kind of is like
I don't like cantaloupe.
a good dude. When it gets slimy, it's gross, but I love cantaloupe.
Yeah. I've never been a huge cantaloupe. Dude,
That light is messing with my eyes. Like,
then don't look at it. Don't look at it. You just see like the dots
yeah,
everywhere
that's
now.
like, right now. Yeah.
Yep. I tried.
I'm so hungry.
Oh my
dude.
gosh,
I
that
told
was
you, it's my
loud.
tummy.
Your stomach.
What time are we at? I'm starving.
46.
That's not bad. Let's do like 10 more minutes.
Okay.
So I can eat.
I tried starfruit.
Never had it.
It tastes almost like a Granny Smith apple.
Okay.
Very tart. Pretty good. I tried a rambutan. It's like really hairy looking, but it's like rough. Like it looks like the hairs are like this, but they're hard like that, and you cut it
I don't
open.
know if I want that.
Well, you cut it open and it tastes like a grape.
Grapes
So
are another one.
You don't eat the outside; you eat the inside. I tried dragon fruit.
I've had dragon fruit.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It doesn't really taste like much, but I think out of all those, I think starfruit and rambutan are the best.
Rambutan. It's
Rambutan.
definitely not rambutan.
It's not rambutan. I know that.
Maybe
I'm pretty sure it
Rambutan
is.
sounds too white.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
I'm pretty sure it is rambutan. I don't know.
I had something I wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it was. And I thought I wrote it down. I guess I didn't.
While we're waiting, I got an A+ on my presentation. My first
Wow.
presentation of the semester.
Good job, bud.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
It wasn't hard, but
speaking of
it was
presentation.
a nice A+.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of presentations, though, since we're doing video now, we're planning on having our first guests
Oh yeah.
very soon. So we got to schedule that out. So more information will
Did
be
we
about that.
talk to them yet?
No,
Oh,
but they'll say it.
they'll say yes.
It's our brothers. I don't know. They'll say yes.
We'll just need to figure out.
We'll have to figure out.
spacing and stuff.
I'm thinking honestly we do it downstairs. This room's just not gonna do it.
It has good sound, which is nice.
It does, but
nice dead
I don't think
sound.
downstairs will be bad though.
No,
I think it'll be harder. Like with the mics, we'll need to get another mic.
we'll need another 2 mics.
No, not
Yeah.
really. We could always put them up like in the middle of the room, and then just have who's ever talking. Like hopefully all 4 of us aren't going to be talking.
That'd be difficult.
You're difficult.
That'd be difficult. And the sound quality
gonna
wouldn't
kill
be
you.
as good. It wouldn't be as good.
You're right. I mean, I guess we could have everybody in here. We would, no, we could totally do it. Move the desk, get 4 chairs.
Yeah,
That hurts your butt though after a while. Those chairs.
I'm fine.
All right. Get some pads or something.
I'm fine.
I think it would be fine then if we did all 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. We'll talk to Sean and Matt. We have to talk to them before this episode releases though, so that they're not hearing it on this
They're like,
episode.
wait, what?
Yes, we are.
They'd
Yeah, so
be
we're going to
fine
find
with
out a day for that. Sean and Matt, our brothers, are going to be our first guests. We felt like that was right. And then periodically what the plan is, I think, unless you've changed your mind, is, doing like a guest every month. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
one guest every 4 episodes or every 5 or,
Yeah.
whatever. Honestly, I'm not going to stick to any plan. We're just going to do it as we see fit. Or
Yeah.
just kind of like, hey, that'd be fun to have this person on. I'd really love to have a couple people and have like dedicated episodes talking about specific things, not just kind of rambling like you and I do.
Yeah.
But that's fun for us.
It is fun.
I like doing it. That's but like with Sean and Matt, like we have like I want to talk about growing up and I want to talk about their jobs and like how, church and that kind of thing, like what they're involved in and Matt's band and everything and certain topics like that. And then like if we were to have, somebody from Hassett's on, something like that, obviously the majority of what we're going to talk about is jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, UFC, that kind of stuff.
Right. So we can have more topic focused episodes.
Yeah.
If we have Ian Picking, we can, talk about how he drinks a gallon of milk a day. And, not really. But
Oh my gosh.
He talks about it for a while. He said he was going to like gain so much mass by drinking a gallon of milk a day, dude.
Yeah, he might gain some, but his bowels are going to be non-existent.
Yeah, but I think your body would probably acclimate. I mean, it can't be good for you. I'm not saying
No,
that,
it's
but
not good
it's gotta
for
be
you.
expensive too.
Yeah, that's expensive.
I think he drinks raw milk though.
Oh,
What was that? I don't think raw milk's that bad.
Wait, isn't all milk technically raw?
No, like it's not pasteurized at all.
He doesn't drink pasteurized?
I don't know. I think so. We talked about it before.
How many tapeworms does he have?
That's not how it works.
How many parasites does he have?
No, a lot of people drink raw milk. You can get it. I don't think it's legal in Jersey, but you can get it in PA. I'm actually serious. I mean, there's a reason that it's pasteurized, but I know people.
Yeah, there's a reason that it's pasteurized.
I don't know the full science of it. I really don't. But I know that there is a reason people drink raw milk. Maybe they're crazy. Maybe pasteurized is a form the government is controlling us with. Maybe. Maybe.
Gosh.
No, it's probably not. But I don't know. That's my point. It's like I think he's doing that. So that's anyway. All that to say, if we have a guest on, I'd like to focus on what they're involved in.
Pasteurization is mind control.
It is.
That's crazy.
Them putting fluoride in our water.
Do you know COVID didn't happen?
Technically, if
And that
you know that
during the 2 years, the reason why we were shut down for 2 years is so that the government could put new batteries in birds. so we wouldn't see them. I can't even take that.
That's one of my favorite, like just the bird theory that like all the birds aren't real. They're government.
This guy
cameras.
Joey from church said that. I was
really?
dying. Yeah, I can't take credit for that.
I was talking about pasteurized, and I can't. What was I gonna say?
The government.
Oh no! You know, in Batman Begins, when they put that poison in the water supply.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, if they did that, if any sort of thing happened like that,
You would die.
no, I wouldn't be affected.
Oh,
I
because
don't
you
have city water.
You have well water.
Yeah, man.
I would die.
And I have a gun. Yeah, gun's not gonna do much against the government.
Nah, dude. The government. Oh, when
I
the
did want to real
government-
quick. I wanted to end it on. I wanted to know if you feel like this because I kind of wrote this down just as a. Like this is how I feel a lot of times, and I don't know. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not going to now. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like just how I grew up and like kind of got into this habit, but I always feel like I need to be distracted with something. Like I without fail with what I do
while you're doing something.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I have 3 things going on at once. And like for example, I'll be doing the dishes. Rachel,
you need something on in the background.
yes, but no. Like I'll be doing the dishes, I'll have headphones in. I'll be watching something, right? I'll be cooking. I have headphones in and watching something. Like I can't just do that.
Okay.
I go to the bathroom, I have headphones in. I'm on my phone. Like maybe it's the phone, maybe it's addiction to that. I don't know. You know, mom and dad used to always say that, like, you're going to get addicted to it.
That might be what it is.
Well, I mean, dude, our whole entire generation is addicted to phones. Our parents are addicted to their phones, whether they would think it or not.
Yeah.
Every person that has a smartphone is addicted to
Yeah.
it, in one way or another. Some people are way worse. But I think mine isn't even just being on the phone. I think it's more just I need to be distracted. Like it's my thoughts. I don't know what it is. Like sometimes when I go to bed, I can't go to sleep, so I put a headphone in and I just listen to a podcast and I go to sleep.
Really?
It's weird. Like I don't know what it is, but I wanted to see if you felt the same.
Not with everything.
Like, no, that's weird.
No, like doing the dishes. I don't have to listen to anything.
Well, I don't have to, but I feel like it's boring. So that's why
It is boring.
I've done it without it.
I
Like it's not like I can't talk. Like no, I just did it actually without headphones in. But it's just I'd rather listen to something or watch something.
I don't know. I guess it depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing homework, I can't do that because I won't be able to concentrate.
See, I'm the opposite. I have to have something.
And I know people who like need stuff. I can't do that.
Yeah. Even working, dude.
I can't. I need silence
Yeah.
for homework, but it can't be too silent. It can't be too silent.
Okay.
I can't have a headphone in because my mind will start focusing on that.
Yeah. Well,
But
so
if it's like music playing, I don't know.
the AirPod Pros, they have like transparency mode. So even if it plays something, it allows other sound in.
Okay.
So it kind of tricks your mind.
So you're just bougie.
Yeah.
All right.
But-
Well, thanks for flexing on me. That's cool.
I only got those because my regular AirPods broke.
Broke. You're broke. But wait, no, now you have the pros, so you're fine.
I got them like
I'm broke.
got them like 2 years
I'm
ago.
broke.
but yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't know. It's maybe it's a distraction thing. Maybe it's just like because when I work, like if I'm doing like just documentation and stuff,
Yeah.
I have to have something in the background. I'm not watching anything, but I'm listening. Like
Yeah.
I have to have noise, so I'll put on ESPN and just like listen to it. You know, it's behind me or something, or it's on my phone and I'm just playing it through my phone. Like, it's just so strange. I don't know.
I don't think it's as weird as you're playing it
Yeah.
as.
Oh, this is why I thought of it though. I was driving and I had a podcast on, and I forget what happened, but my phone got unplugged, so it stopped playing. And I just was like, well, I'm driving, so I'm not going to reach down and like, you know, get my phone and everything. So I was just like, and it was just silent. It was just a car. No, and I just sat like that for like 15 minutes. I just drove home. But it was like really kind of refreshing. And that's why I thought of it. I was like, wow, like I haven't sat just in silence in a while. I don't know. I don't think I would want to do that every time.
I don't like driving in silence in the car. Mom does it. I don't know how she does it.
Well, she would always just kind of like, she would listen to music sometimes.
She would listen to music, but right when you start talking to her, she would turn it off.
Yeah,
Like, what are you doing?
Just turn it down.
Like, what are you? I can't do this.
Next time, we need to have something just constantly playing, or just like
Yeah.
the DVD logo,
Except it says small ears.
or like a jump scare. Well, if you could make something like that, then that would be actually kind of cool. And I'd like to in the future plan for things so like we can actually engage our audience a little better and like.
Yeah, put something up there.
So this is put something up there and we can kind of watch it together. This is going to be uploaded on YouTube.
Yes.
The video portion, YouTube and Spotify.
We do upload stuff on YouTube,
We
but
do.
before it was just like the thumbnail, just constant
Yeah, it was just
with the
a-
audio, but now we're
Right.
actually going to have video to
Yeah.
upload onto YouTube.
Exactly. And so it'll go on YouTube, and actually Spotify now supports video podcasts. So if you have the Spotify app and you're watching it or listening to it, you can open the Spotify app and it'll show
Yeah.
this video.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
We're going to have...
Well, you know what's funny though? We're saying this at the end. They would have already figured this out.
that's fine, whatever. It's okay.
I need to go eat something. Let's end it.
Your stomach is hungry.
My stummy's hungry. End it. Please. I'm hungry.
Okay, fine.